Alright, I'm Karen with CCG on the streets. And this is Austin. Now, first question. This was sent in by a viewer and also somebody I interviewed. Now, we're going to try and project his voices because a lot of wind. This is also a literacy test, apparently. That's what he told me.
Okay.
Do you believe that a pharmaceutical company gave over 2 billion shots of a free vaccine because they care about us?
Huh.
Okay.
Too little known about that guy.
Pass. Now we're moving on to the real question. First of all, should white people be allowed to control? Should they have be allowed to have manifest destiny? Be allowed to control the destiny of their own nations? Be allowed to maintain the direction of their respective countries and nations? Or no? No, but I was saying Europe. So I was saying, should French people, should British people, should German people, should Swedish people, Norwegian people, should they all be able to control the direction of their own countries? Yeah. Now, this has a secondary question. Now, you're the first person, when you know the first person I said that, which I'm proud of you for. Now, should Asians, blacks, Arabs, Indians, Middle Easterners, staying closer, be able to control the direction and manifest destiny of their nations?
Of course.
Yeah.
Why not, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I think. Okay. Moving on. Logical. Surprisingly. Anyway, okay. Abortion. Fuck this guy, right? Yeah, we're just gonna stand here. Abortion. What are your thoughts and why?
That one's tricky because technically, I mean, it's their body, right? So
Yeah.
they're the ones in control of it. But I mean, it's our kid too at the same time. So I mean, really, at the end of the day, who's got the decision, right? Who's in control, really?
Yeah.
That's a hard one.
It is. It's whatever you feel. It's whatever you feel.
I mean, again, at the end of the day, if that's the way the business feels, then I guess like a match or you can't fight them, right? Again, they're the ones carrying the baby.
Especially not in this country.
No.
No, but so like the way I'm gonna answer that. I'm gonna respond to you with the way I answer it normally is I talk about how Bill Burr explains it.
Yeah.
He explains it's like, look, I believe the woman has a choice over her own body, but if I were baking a cake
Yeah.
and I put this dough into the oven and I set it to bake, and somebody came around and took it out of the oven before it was baked,
Yeah.
you just killed my cake.
So,
So what he's saying by that is you killed my baby.
yeah.
So you have to accept, even though it's your choice, you're killing a child.
Yeah, there's that too. 'Cause I mean, they could always have.
No matter what, if you were not to have the abortion, it would have been a child.
Yeah.
So it's your choice to have the abortion, but you have to accept that you're murdering a child.
Yeah.
So that's what he says. And I personally agree with that because I'm like, okay, like I can't stop her physically,
Yeah.
right? But she has to accept what she's doing.
Yeah. I was supposed to have a kid when she aborted, right? So.
Really?
Yeah.
No, that I have one of my best friends. I don't know. I have like a soul connection with this motherfucker. I haven't seen him in years, but like this fucker, I hate him and I love him.
Yeah.
Now this guy changed his life, dude. He was a fuck up like me at the time. We were both fuck ups, and This guy somehow, he got a job, he got a van, he changed everything, he got his license. And I'm sitting there like, you gonna leave me behind? You know, I was, honestly. But I mean, he never did. But he, one day he found out she cheated on him and then killed his baby. And he destroyed him. And this man, okay, look. This man is one of my best friends. He is an amazing man. And that when he explained to me his emotions, that is the day I found out that there's two sides to abortion. Anyway, sorry. Do you want to talk about your experience? Okay. So, how do you feel about how people are kind of like coming to white countries? Do you feel like white countries are different? Do you feel like there's an organization trying to push people to come here? Do you think there's a reason people are coming here?
Well, I mean, it's kind of like what happened. You ever hear about that shooting that happened here?
I did.
They actually, it was ironic because they moved here for safety, and then of course they lose their kid.
Dude, that is terrible.
I know.
It's not okay.
Being the wife was here actually as they were closing everything off. We didn't know what happened at the time, but yeah. The idea that they came to Canada to be safer and then they lose their kid months after being here. But I mean, Hamilton has really gone downhill in the last 5-10 years.
It has.
Especially Jackson Square is nothing but addicts.
Well, why are there all these things?
Because of, I mean, the serious fentanyl in the streets, that's what it was.
Yes, so that's what my question is though. It's like, when I moved here, Hamilton already has a reputation for having those problems, right?
Mm-hmm.
Even when I moved here, well over a decade, and I could get a 2-bedroom apartment, large walk-in closet that I could rent out almost.
Yeah.
I never did because I was fucked up. But I was done.
Yeah.
But I got that for $700. Oh, as a 2-bedroom, with a walk-in closet the size of a bedroom now for $1,000.
Yeah.
And what are we doing now to prevent the fact that they're trying to take all our money? There's something going on where they're trying to make the working class poverty stricken. And you know what? I'm getting sidetracked. I'm gonna ask the next question. I'm sorry. Okay. What do you think about child marriage? Because there's a lot of people. Yeah, there's a lot of people coming here where the scriptures say child marriage is acceptable. It's a human right, right? Like in certain Talmudic traditions and certain Islamic, all Islamic traditions, child marriage is acceptable, right?
Yeah.
And so, should we allow that in Canada? Should we allow them to do that in Canada, or no? Okay.
Absolutely not, no.
Thank you. You're one of the few people that have been so assertive with your position, and I appreciate that. Truly, I do. Have you heard about the white genocide? So there's a theory. My opinion. There's more than a theory. Anyway, 100 years ago, white people were about 33% of the total human population on Earth.
Yeah.
Now today, we are 7 to 9%. Well, like most say it's 7 to 8, but I'm trying to be conservative and say 9% of the total human population. Knowing those numbers, do you think that the white genocide is true, or that there's any validity to it?
Not really, because again, someone once said that Canada is a multi-national.
No, this is the entire world, not
the
just
entire
Canada.
world.
Yes.
Oh, well, I mean, even still, someone once said that because everyone is we're intermixing, that eventually there's not going to be, like, we're all just going to be one color.
Okay, so now let me ask you this thing. So do you think it should be a goal of humanity to ensure the survival of every ethnicity and then allow for space between each ethnicity to find love between each other so that eventually, sure, the intermingling would take over everything else,
Yeah.
but every ethnicity would be protected. Do you think we should protect each ethnicity, the survival of them? Or do you think we should just push that we all mix?
I mean, to be honest, at the end of the day, to each his own, really. I don't think we'd ever reach a point that we're all just one solid race. Like, I mean, yes, there's a lot of interracial couples, but it'll never reach a point where we're all just, you know.
So do you think that black people deserve to live forever?
Oh yeah, I mean, everyone.
Do you think Asian people deserve to live forever?
Yeah.
Do you think Arab and Middle Eastern people deserve to live forever?
Whites.
Whites? Do you think they deserve to live forever?
Yeah.
Okay. So you think that, so basically what I'm ascertaining is you think that every ethnicity has their place, right?
Yeah.
And we should not allow for us to stop love between the ethnicities.
Yeah. Exactly.
I think that we should ensure the survival of every ethnicity while allowing love between.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree emphatically. Now, do you believe? Have you heard? Did I ask this? This is the last question before the most important question. Have you heard of the Christian genocide that's going on in Nigeria, Sudan,
Yes.
Iran? What are your thoughts on this? Do you think that we have a duty towards them, towards trying to save them, trying to stop this slaughter of civilians?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Absolutely.
Do you have any thoughts on like what we should do, or do you just think that we should do something?
So that's because, I mean, like, that's the funny thing. It's like what Trump's doing right now with, where is it, some place, Iran or somewhere, he's pushing them to make a decision before he draws blinds and all this.
Yeah, it is.
Is that what it is?
He has done some strikes in Iran and northern Nigeria, but apparently it wasn't where the extremists were. So it's like, what are they really doing?
Exactly, right?
So it's like, now there are some different groups in Judaism that call him the new that one old Persian king, Cyrus the Great. So they think he's the modern Cyrus the Great.
Yeah.
Basically, are reincarnated.
Oh, yeah?
Right? So I'm not going to get too much into it because that's a whole other video. But there's a lot of complications there.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you one more question, and you can answer this however you want because everybody has their own opinion.
Yeah.
I have my own opinion. Mine's extreme, so I don't post it. What is a modern, I'm going to add in modern day Canadian?
What is it, modern day Canadian? Huh.
What is a Canadian these days?
In all honesty, these days, again, I mean, we have so much immigration that the modern Canadian is pretty much everywhere in this country, to be honest. It used to be, I mean, we're going back years ago, it used to be just like us, right?
Like kind of British, the United Kingdoms of Britain,
Yeah.
and then France, and then there were some Germans, and then there were some Irish. Well, Ireland was kind of part of the United Kingdom at the time.
Yeah.
I think that was. I'm not sure about the West though, because about the West there might have been other communities in Europe that came. I'm not positive though.
I think so. I mean, I'm terrible.
I
at
have to look
history.
it up. I have to look it
Yeah,
up.
same here.
You guys have to look that up. So, what would you say if there was three defining aspects
Yeah.
that define what would you say to be considered a Canadian? What would you have to do?
That's a good question. Yeah.
If you'd
I
like,
mean-
I would say my opinion.
You think?
I shouldn't, but I feel tempted.
Go for it.
So I think if you want to call yourself Canadian, you want to come live here, you want this life. I want to accept you. I want to call you my brother. I want to be able to trust you. I think that you should be willing to fight against any opposing force that wants to fight Canada. And if you're willing to die on the battlefield with me, beside me, you're Canadian.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah?
That's the whole thing. If you're gonna go, especially, it's no different than if we migrated to like India, let's say. We have to accept their culture.
Have you heard about the protest in India and very bad, I'm sorry. In Brampton and Mississauga. I was gonna bite my hands. There was a protest to make them separate,
Yeah.
the cities separate and join India.
Wasn't that kind of the same thing with
It's
Quebec?
Alberta.
Well, Quebec here wanted to do the same thing. They wanted
Yes,
to,
but each province under our rights, I can't remember the confederation, because we are a confederated state of provinces and territories.
Yeah.
Each territorial province has the right to separate
Yeah.
legally. Cities do not, because what they're doing is cities they want to separate because of religion and race.
Yeah.
That's different, in my opinion. So, what do you think about that?
It's a hard one. Like, I mean, again, you can't. Part of being Canadian is having the ability to choose out of our free will, right? So if you take free will away from people, essentially you're taking away you're taking away the basic human rights that come with wherever,
It is-
wherever you are, wherever you're living. You know what I mean?
It is similar to what Wilfrid Laurier said. Like, this is something I say all the time on the channel. You guys know. Wilfrid Laurier, two of his sayings. One, Canada is free and freedom is nationality.
Yeah.
Two, this is the second quote I always quote. This guy's a G. We should not stop any man who wants to become Canadian. Right? If anyone from any race, religion, or creed sees Canada and they want to live like us, they want to join us, we should never stop them.
Yeah.
But we should never kowtail or bow to any group of people that want to come here and push their way of life upon us.
Yeah. No, I agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because again, if you're gonna do that, why you just stay in your own country?
I want to thank you very much. Thank you very much for this conversation. If you would want to say anything to Hamilton or Canada, so far I think my audience is mainly Hamilton, but I want to reach out to Canada. Don't be sloths. If you would like to say anything.
Yeah. Well, be kind to one another and accept people for who they are.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, brother.
No problem. What's your name, by the way?
Kieran.
Kieran. I'm Austin.
Nice to meet you, Austin.